All right, bro. What's up? How's your week been?
My week has been we're starting to go into our spring up in New York, so it's going good because we're out of the cold. We hate that. We hate that cold.
Yeah. The I honestly I think winter is I don't know. I have a bone to pick up with winter, but like I what I say is just like not unique at all. Everyone hates winter, but everyone just deals with winter. I've
I like
met
the,
very few people who are like, "Oh yeah, I love winter."
I like the snow, but the cold overstays its welcome. You know what I mean?
You like the snow, which kills people?
Yeah, but then again, people kill people, so really, what's worse?
So like
Want to hear something?
yeah, yeah.
So I'm eating lunch today, right?
Yeah.
And I only get 30-minute window to eat my lunch. So it's not I can watch a few Instagram reels and I gotta eat food simultaneously. So it really goes by really quickly, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know
Wait,
what
how many
happens?
minutes do you get?
30.
Okay, okay, okay.
So you know what happens for the first maybe 10 minutes of me going going to eat?
Okay. What happened?
Just take a guess. Just take a guess what happens.
One of your coworkers who always wants to talk wanted to pull up to the conversation and wasted your entire break on bullshit.
I knew you would never guess it correctly.
Hmm.
This random maintenance guy whose name is actually I probably shouldn't even say his name.
No, you just
He
drop his
rolls
full
up
name.
he rolls up to me. I'll give you his full name and his
Take your phone off the
social.
table.
Bro, the fact that you fucking goblin ears, bro.
You don't need no goblin ears to hear the.
So can I finish my story? Jesus.
Yeah, Mister Fucking Popular. Goddamn.
So this guy, he comes up to me, he goes, "Hey man, remember last time where I was telling you those Austrians eat that paste?"
Oh yeah, so he's just toast mental wise, huh?
And I go, "Yeah, dude, I remember." And he goes, "It's called Vegemite. That's what it was called. It was called Vegemite." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm pretty familiar with Vegemite. The UK people eat that. It's pretty gross, but it matches the rest of their gross cuisine, right?"
Yeah,
You know what he topic switches to next?
he'd probably topic switch to the royal family.
I'll give you a hint. Look in our Discord.
he topic switched to the guy who lit himself on fire.
He topic switched to a guy lighting himself on fire. He talked about, bro, he was fucking drooling over this guy lighting himself on fire. He was going into detail.
Wait, have you
Talking
have
about,
you seen the video?
no, I didn't even, like, cause I'm fucking, I'm
You're off Twitter.
sane.
You're off Twitter. You're off Twitter.
I'm sane, so I haven't seen the video. Thank God. But apparently there's a video in a new age video of a dude failing to light a match on himself a few times and then successfully lights it and just fucking burns, okay?
Yeah, but there's a couple things I don't want to say. There's a couple like things to point out in the video because I watched the video. The first thing is like there were like periods of silence where he's just on fire and not yelling. Like he's just like it was a Free Palestine thing. He's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna light myself on fire now. Free Palestine, right? And he lights himself on fire, and for like let's say okay, there was a portion where he's screaming obviously, but like let's say he was on fire for an entire minute. I promise you about 35 of those seconds are just silent. Like I swear if I was like on fire for even maybe like I'm like yelling the entire time. That's my entire point. That's the first thing to point out in the video. And then the second thing to point out in the video, a lot of people have been saying like, "Oh, his last words were Free Palestine." His last words, and then of course you have the internet edge lords who are like, "Well, actually, his last words were ah." So yeah, those were the two things. It's really
Wait,
sad.
you think that's actually funny?
No, I just it's not funny. It's just edgy. It's like awkward
Then why'd you
funny.
laugh?
It's
Then why'd you laugh?
I am a huge proponent of awkward laughings is different than actual laughing, and I think Logan Paul gets a pass for the Suicide Forest. And this is a position I've been consistent on forever.
Okay. Lighting yourself on fire has to be one of the worst ways to go out. I'd say it's up there with drowning, and I feel like being electrocuted is the best one to go with.
No, I don't
Because you
know.
die instantly.
No, it depends on voltage, dude.
Okay, 2,000 volts to the brain.
No clue. That seems like a high number. I'm going to assume you die.
I'm going to assume you fry it immediately because I don't know what high voltage will do that, but I'm going to say 2,000 is a good bet. But I think
fire might be worse than water, because I think when you're on fire, you're also getting like smoke in your lungs, so you're also choking out while you're burning.
So you think fire is the worst way to die?
I can't think of anything I think fire might be top 5 worst.
Top 5 worst.
Yeah, I think maybe a really bad infection or like getting like half your body chopped off and like slowly dying might be worse. At least fire
getting
is quick, but yeah.
Murdered dying is like would be fucking terrible. Like I'm talking like maniac murder. Like if someone just walked up to you and just started stabbing the shit out of you, that would suck. That would probably suck so much.
Yeah, my masculinity would be like so shattered the entire time. Like, damn, he beat me as I'm getting stabbed for the 17th time.
You'd be giving every girl around the ick. They'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's making those." Somebody help me! Somebody please help me!
So obviously he lost.
His last words were actually, "He's killing me. Oh God, he's killing me."
Those are crazy last words. Another man in your mouth. The last sentence you ever spoke.
Commentating over your own death would kind of be funny though. Like, oh God, he's got a knife and he's using it against me. Like we've made this joke before with like guns, right? Wait, don't shoot.
Wait, don't. Do you think that has ever worked even once?
I don't know, man. You know what? Okay. Remember that video? I think it has worked once. Remember that video? Like you should know what I'm talking about, where the guy goes in the grocery store
in Buffalo.
I don't know what state it was.
Yeah, it's like a Tops Market, I think. Yeah, I think you're talking about Buffalo. Yeah,
he goes in there, and then one of the people he encounters is hiding under the desk, and he's just like ignores them. She's like, "Huh!" And then he's like, "Oh, my fault," and then keeps walking.
I mean, yeah, that I would kind of give you half credit on that, but that shooter was specifically out to shoot black people, and that lady was white, so I'm not sure that counts, to be honest.
Oh, that was.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. But what we could say instead is that maybe he actually was an equal opportunity shooter, but actually the stop don't shoot was so effective they thought it was motivated with race.
He was like, "Wait, she's kind of spitting right now."
I wonder if like if you're doing a school shooting, like if you ever have like an ounce of like if any part of you regrets that at any point, like
any empathy.
Yeah, like if you're so bought it, like if you're to the point where you're doing something like that, where you're so bought into that point, and you're like, all right, I no longer feel emotions, I have to do this, or do most shooters? Because I'm sure some do, and some just give up, and some don't want to do it. But like at that point, if you're already doing it, you're like, damn, I don't want to do this anymore.
I have to do this. I need to finish this. I'm a child of God. This needs to be completed.
Yeah, it's like a sunk cost fallacy. Yeah.
There was a shootout in LA, I think in the early 90s, where these guys spent like months crafting this like bulletproof armor, because I guess the LAPD at this time, this was before a lot of new law enforcement laws got placed or something like that. Like, I'm trying to think. The cops had shit.
A bank robbery?
Yeah, it was a bank robbery.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it gone wrong, but the thing is that they just had so much like manpower over the cops that they just were just killing and just obliterating them. And the only reason they didn't get away is because they chose to fight. Like they chose to just stay back and fight instead of getting away in the car. Because at this point, it was I think there was like dialogue. I watched like a 50-minute documentary on it. There was like dialogue where they called to just stop the shooting, like stop going after these guys, like just let them get away. Like we're losing mad men out here.
Yeah.
But they just kept fighting, and I guess ever since then, like the cops like got like shotguns and like a lot better stuff. Because at that point, it was just like a bloodbath, and it just kind of like really we got all this manpower, and this is yeah, so basically it's just sad to see that like they had this entire like county of cops just lose to two guys in concrete suits.
Yeah, I think the government and the police should probably always be more I have
Aware.
yeah, I should have more guns and more firepower than civilians because um I'm of like three beliefs, I think. I think belief number 1 is that there'll never be another revolutionary war in the United States. It's like you know how everyone has conspiracy theories or like wacko things they don't put much thought into. That's my one.
Yeah.
I like as long as like nobody takes away guns, the one thing Americans love. I just don't think anybody will be like like empowered to like want to like overthrow the government. So I think like there's no need for people to have like crazy guns. Like we already don't have crazy guns. You can't have machine guns made after a certain date. You can't have nukes. So like the government right now is already more overpowered than the citizens. And that's how I personally think it should be. But that's also associated with my wacko belief that I don't think we'll ever have another revolution or any like government uprising or
You know, if you
uprising
get
against the
like
government. But what?
oh, oh, you know, if you have like a gun from like the 1940s, you don't got to get it like registered.
Yeah, because that shit probably barely works.
Well, what if it does work? And okay, what if it works a lot? What if it works very well?
Okay, a Nerf gun also works too. I'd probably take a Nerf gun. Like, you know, like the Nerf gun with automatic bullets, like that you could put a clip in. I'd probably take that over anything
I was always so
made before
jealous of kids in
1940.
my school who had the really cool big Nerf guns, and I was just like stuck with like the pistols.
I know. But like I felt what I my cope when I did this is that I think my like gun literally like you had to front load one missile at a time, one Nerf missile at a time. But whenever
It
they had to
sucked.
go and pick up every single one of their bullets, and there were so many bullets, and I still had two because I was hoarding them, that was my cope.
You're like, look at you, idiot. You got to pick up all your bullets now. Jeez, so stupid. Look at you. You're so dumb. Why would you want that gun?
Exactly. Like look at how much you're wasting. Like, come on. Yeah, that was yeah. That's how I would
I
cope with
remember we
it.
used to go hard. Dude, we had the vests and everything. Like, we had the glasses, the Nerf goggles, so you didn't get shot in the eye. Like, we were going hard. I thought we were hard back then, but we were probably so dorky with that. I'd still do it again though. I brought my Nerf guns to college. I used to shoot my roommate at night and disturb him while he was sleeping.
I yeah, no, that's just funny. Yeah, it's almost funny as the time you try to kill me with the Roman candle headshot. That's crazy. But what
Dude, that was so funny.
that was no, that was funny for about two shots. And then after you got like uncomfortably close to my head twice, I just got very scared. And then I think you went into like a blind rage, like like you were like I don't know, one of your ancestors who used to shoot like in the Revolutionary War came out of you or something because you were just going for headshots. I was literally dodging them. I almost died.
I was teeing up, bro. Here's the thing. It took me so long to convince you to have a Roman candle fight with me because they were just sitting in my closet, just waiting to be in battle. You were finally just like, all right, fine. Like I'll see how lame this Roman candle battle really is, and then you got into the heat.
I literally inches away from my head. I believe. I actually think
I
that was
wonder.
the most like intense moment of my entire life. Like I've never had I've never had explosions that close to my head. Yeah, no.
you would have ended up like JPP, but all in the cheek area.
That's and that's just insane. It that's just insane. I don't. I feel like most people nowadays don't even know JPP blew off his hand, or know who JPP is. What is his name?
It's a
Pierre
crazy
Paul. I don't know
reference.
his first name. Justin
Jason Pierre Paul.
is Jason. It's
Jason.
Jason. But no, you know what I was thinking of? I saw a video on YouTube and it was like kids playing laser tag, but like their guns like look like very very real. So like they had like like how a heartbeat sensor looks in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
They had guns that looked real and basically like a cell phone set up as like a heartbeat sensor, and they were like basically playing like a laser tag with that. That was basically their entire setup. It was pretty cool, and Twitter sucks, so it was a political tweet, and it was like, wow, look at, I guess it was Asian people. They were like, wow, look at China raising child soldiers, and I'm just thinking like, I wonder like what point of history were like kids like most ready to go to war. So like nowadays I feel like you know you can kids play Call of Duty, kids have Nerf, kids have laser tag. They have a lot of like tools to kind of prep themselves if they want to literally sign up for the Marines at 18. But back in the day, yeah, you don't have Call of Duty, you don't have any of that, but you're shooting buck with your dad while you're hunting, or you're learning bow and arrow, or you're doing something. So like, first of all, kids are kind of always like, especially boys. Boys are always trained to be child soldiers because they love shooting things. That's just always how it has been. But I always wonder if you like put up like each generation's child soldiers up against one another, like who would come up on top?
Because well, a lot of it's funny. A lot of it's just shooting simulators at this point, and I'm convinced that the the takeoff of FPS games is literally to just promote war. Like I'm almost positive that's it. Because like there's all those like Confederate circle jerk war movies, Black Hawk Down, fucking not maybe Saving Private Ryan, but I think that one was based off a true story. But like
I
a lot
think
of those
Black Hawk
earlier
Down's off
2000s.
True Story too. I think the one you're looking for is Forrest Gump. That's the only. Oh wait, you know which one you're actually looking for? Top Gun. But that movie fucking rules, so it doesn't count.
Not Top Gun.
Bro, what do you mean? That's literally U.S. military propaganda. I'm pretty sure the U.S. military literally paid for to be advertised in that movie.
Let's see.
Danger Zone. I'm pretty sure that's like a Top Gun original soundtrack song. Oh,
No,
way
they own that.
to
They own that
the.
shit.
What do you mean?
They own that shit. That's an original soundtrack.
Yeah, they do, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I saw
The
Top Gun like 2 years ago. I was super late.
you know Scarface has a pretty decent OG soundtrack as well.
Really? I've never seen it.
Yeah, Scarface got a fire, but the movie sucks.
I've only seen the beginning, and I always like I grew up in a Hispanic household, so everyone used to say hello to my little friend.
That's like if you know that quote, you basically have seen the movie.
Yeah. It's probably the only thing they do, and people need to stop like using quotes. Like, hey, I'm pretty sure like when he says that he has like two guns in his hands, he like unloads full clips. But people just say like quotes just to say them. Like they'll say hello to my little friend, and they're salting their pasta water. Like, can we just like have like a little bit of like similarities when we say these things? Like, why are we just like ringing off quotes? Like that, what you're doing doesn't mean anything.
I think people just want to be funny in the moment. Like people think they have those cool movie badass one-liners, but they really don't.
Yeah.
You know, like think of how cool it would be if you just walk past a group of like, okay. Say you're walking down the school hallway, right? You're a sophomore and a senior walks past you. You know what? Let's turn up the stakes. You're a freshman. You're trying to make a name for yourself. You're probably getting bullied every day of the week. And you're walking down the hall. and you like glance at some senior, and he sees you. He sees you as prey, but the hot girls are next to you, right?
Hmm.
And he goes, "Okay, what's your freshman name?"
Tr- uh,
Hey, Seymour.
that's a crazy name, but okay.
Hey, Seymour, your shirt sucks. And then Seymour's like, not as bad as your mom was on me last night. Ooh, ooh, right? He
Yeah,
turned
yeah,
up the heat.
yeah,
He
yeah,
got that one liner.
yeah.
But then you realize Seymour really just made that shit up in his head 5 minutes after the interaction. What really happened
He
was,
never said it out loud.
no, he never said it out loud. But what really happened was, hey, Senior, your shirt sucks. And then he grabbed him by his shirt, held him up for a few seconds, and then just started pounding him to a pulp and stuffed him in a locker. That's really what happened. And the girls laughed at him. Yeah, that's what that happened too. I forgot that the girls laughed at him, definitely.
Unironically, bullying is so bad. Like, I'm not even joking. Like,
Funny.
bullying, bro, inappropriate. Bullying needs to stop. But like, shoving somebody in a locker is like,
That's funny shit.
it's so comical. I don't think it happens all that often. I think it's
It's
literally
like
like a movie thing. I think shoving somebody in a locker and giving somebody a swirly, I think that's just stuff that happens in movies. I don't think that's real.
it's like slipping on a banana peel. Maybe the movie makers did that shit to promote it to happen. Like, you
There,
know what would be funny? If people really started doing this. No, please, Chet, not a swirly. I just shampooed my hair last night.
a swirly is insane. Yeah, I don't think swirlies are real. I don't think there's no way swirly could be
Bad.
real. Imagine you're a teacher and one of your student comes in and his head is just drenched, like he's dripping. Like, there's no way that's real. There's no way that's
He
real.
comes back to the door to the room, and you start hearing this audibly, whir, 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 and he sits down and he goes, "Don't go into the 211 bathrooms," and then just passes out.
Oh my gosh. It's swirly, it's just a loser's keg stand, I think. I like neither are real, but like they're on different parts of the
That's
spectrum.
funny. That is so funny. The loser's keg stand. Yeah, yeah. I think that's the best comparison to it.
Yeah, it's kind of the same. There is one thing that we do need to talk about, and it's the death of Too Mad.
Oh, that shit's crazy. Yeah, right.
First of all, I didn't know he was like 22.
I definitely didn't know he was 22.
Yeah, he's like 21 or 22. He was super young, first of all. Second of all, he got a lot of hate because I'm not going to lie, he was moving, as the British say, he was moving mad on Twitter. He was going crazy on Twitter doing like a bunch of controversial stuff. So just off that, people hated him. And on top of that, he also had some allegations, which he's dead, so I don't really care about I didn't really care to read them. Like, what am I going to do? Hate a dead guy that I don't even care about anymore? Um, which I haven't cared about in years. But I'm going to say it, the most crazy thing about it is that this dude died on playing Overwatch.
Died on Overwatch.
Yeah, like when his death was announced, his friends checked him on Discord, and he was playing Overwatch for 5 days. He died playing
Golly.
Overwatch.
What do you think did it to him?
Must have been. I've been in comp before. Must have been a bad support or a bad tank. When you have bad teammates, you really do feel like you want to kill yourself. Really.
I've seen you play Overwatch too. Back when, like, after school, I'd see you like my sister would be watching TV, and under that old ass relic ass desk, whatever it
Yeah.
was,
Like desk
nightstand.
TV. They had weird like desk TVs back then.
It's like a nightstand.
Yeah,
And you just had your monitor cramped underneath it. You were playing from the floor with like using the bed as a support for your back. It looked like the most uncomfortable gaming session ever. And that's how you would play it.
And I hit Masters.
Oh, Sweaty. That's so sweaty. That's like incredibly sweaty to like be good at school and then that at the same time. You were a total sweat.
Yeah, I was pretty well. The thing is, once I got into college, I kind of fell off. Fell off in my first year of college because I was playing Overwatch a lot. Well, not my first year, my first semester. My first semester, I got a 2.7 GPA, and I was grinding Overwatch almost like every single day. And but also that's BS though, because I had a bad GPA because I literally just had calc. There's nothing you could do. You just have to eat the L on that.
Let's also talk about your dorm situation first year.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about. Dude, I literally.
I Yeah, you talk about it because I feel like you got definitely more experience in there.
Okay, so like my actual dorm, like let's just talk about the architecture, was awesome. It's a suite style. So basically we had a living room, we had a shared living room and two shared bathrooms among six people. And then we had three dorm rooms, so it was two people per room. Um it was fine for like the first week, and then these dudes, they literally just went no life. They went no life. I don't know what happened. Like first week they just broke, college broke them. They just started like partying every single day, smoking weed in the bathroom every single day. The only person who didn't smoke was my roommate, but he was playing League of Legends, I shit you not, 24/7. But the thing is, he was a exchange student from China, and he was actually pretty chill, except for the like he was really creepy. I'll get into that, but like he was actually pretty chill, and we'd chill all the time. Just he'd play on his game. Like out of all those people, I got the best roommate. Like all those other people were degenerate. My roommate was just a gamer. Um, but yeah, like that dorm got really bad because they just used to party all the time. And one time, the thing is, what would piss me off is that stuff would happen around the dorm, and people wouldn't say anything about it. So like, someone punched a hole in the wall, and like I'm asking around, and I'm like, who did it? Like I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for this. It's one of the first times I narked. I'm not paying for this, right? Nobody knew how to do it. Nobody knew who did it, so I narked. I told the building people, and then on top of that, um, the bathroom, dude. Since they used to smoke the bathroom all the time, they would just put the water on and make it so steamy. I think they're trying to trick the fire alarm. And one time, someone threw up in there and just didn't clean it, and they left it like that for they left it like that indefinitely. One day, I was tired of everyone using one bathroom, so I cleaned it up myself. So like just stuff like that. It was so annoying. But the worst thing was with my chill roommate. Like one night, we had the best view. One night, I woke up and he's sitting just straight up in the bed. And at first, I'm like, oh, he's probably like looking outside or something. No, he's just like staring at me, like unmoving, just staring at me. I don't even like it. Doesn't even look like he's blinking. So like I'm like at first like I thought he was looking, and I'm like, I'm starting to wake up a little bit, and he's just like just staring at me. That was the creepiest thing ever. I just went back to like I literally I looked at him look at me for like 5 minutes, and then I just like went back to bed because I assumed he was like maybe like sleepwalking or something. But yeah, that was insane. But yeah,
It's crazy
that's freshman year.
how you were able to fall back to sleep after that. I don't think I would. Like I'd get straight murder vibes from that. Like why are you watching me sitting up? Like the hour is probably weird too. It's probably like 2 a.m.
Yeah, no, it was literally like moonlight coming through the blinds type crazy. It was literally like it was shot in a movie, but it was
That's the
so
worst part.
unnatural where I said, "All right, he must be
'Cause
having some episode." So I just
this
went to bed.
can't be real. This can't be intentional.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, I honestly like I always hated the college kid stereotype of that they were just so disrespectful and just didn't care about anybody else. And that is absolutely true. They're
Yeah.
disgusting. They're so nasty. I can't tell you how many times I've like walked into like the bathrooms and showers and there's just vomit on the floor of the shower. There's vomit all over the ceiling. Vomit on the ceiling. I mean, there's like vomit on the walls. Like the dude couldn't even make it to the toilet. Like he just barfed onto the door and opened it at the same time. So there's like a scatter mark of vomit going up the stall door and then into the toilet. So it's like on the toilet seat. So it's like he barfed on the wall, opened the stall door, and was still holding that barf line and just got it all over the toilet.
Yeah, dude, it's sick stuff. It's like literally like I don't know, cuz like the dorms are weird because most people in the dorms are actually under 21, so they have to like try to half-heartedly like hide their alcohol use. So
Yeah.
it's I think it honestly like on I don't drink, but I think it's probably safer if like kids 18, like just make the drinking age 18 because you put kids in like weird situations where you like kind of, I don't want to say force them because it's always their decision, but you kind of put them in situations where they are sneaking alcohol and it gets kind of dangerous and it like ruins it for everybody. So if the 18-year-old was like drinking responsibly, maybe the whole bathroom wouldn't be messed up right now. Like just stuff like that.
My college changed it at the last year I was there to where you could have alcohol in your room if you were 21. And if you had like an under 21-year-old roommate, I can't remember what it rule is. I don't remember if you could have it or not. But how it should be, it's like they should make it like they shouldn't change the drinking age. I don't think they should change it. What they should do is just separate like this these like you should choose if you're gonna have like an alcohol free room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but everybody. Well, don't want to say everybody, but most people, if you're under 21, they'll have to put you in an alcohol free room.
That's crazy.
But yeah, alcoholism. I think too. Like when people sneak around and like they do all like the partying and like even like under 18, like when you partying in high school and that stuff. I think like all that sneaking around promotes alcoholism than like just lowering the legal drinking age.
I think lowering the drinking age would like because your brain's still not fully developed, and they say alcohol affects brain growth or brain development. So I think it's smart.
True, I agree with you. I think the thing is though, it just becomes a useless ban after 18 because like there's no, well, your brain doesn't stop developing until 26, but it just becomes a useless ban after 18 because if you're over 18 you want to get some, you can get some. It's just like
It's
if
funny. You think
it's
it would
just
work like that
technically
because you're
illegal.
considered an adult.
Wait, what?
Like you can get a lottery ticket at 18. You're an adult at that point.
Yeah, you can literally like light yourself up on fire in the military. You can do anything at 18 except drink.
Shit, I gotta find that video. It's really that juicy, huh?
It's actually not as crazy as you would think. It's like
I mean,
it's just a guy like literally lighting himself on fire.
it's batshit insane.
It's weird to say, but it's like I hate watching gore. I hate blood. I hate like people doing like wrecked stuff. I always hated that stuff, and I always like value human life, and I just hate that people like are like edge lords on the internet spamming gore. I hate all that stuff. But this video is like what you expect. You know what I mean? Like obviously, if you showed the stuff after, I'm sure it would be brutal. But like, it's surprisingly not as bad as you would think.
You're the this isn't even that bad. I've seen way worse gore than this on other sites. You're that guy.
Yeah, there's no way I can express this idea without coming off as edgy. People, so you were kind of bothered by the video of the guy burning himself alive. You just haven't been on the internet long enough.
Dude, I can't stop thinking about yesterday when we called and we were doing the stupid anime shit.
The anime voice with the cosplayer
The hand
hand
gesture.
motions.
It's really funny. I might have to implement that into my daily life.
No, don't. The thing is, I say when you're doing stuff as satire like that kind of like you may accidentally adopt it into your real life vocabulary. So like there's words I've started saying, like I started out just as a joke, but like I actually got addicted to saying it, or like just stuff like that, or like mannerisms. Like when I told you, I think I told you this, but in high school I started doing hair flips as a joke, and then like
Yeah.
1 year in, I was just addicted to doing it. I couldn't stop. So I'd say just be careful with the hand stuff.
I'm like, well, you see, actually, I wasn't really going through your locker. I was just trying to return a note I saw that you dropped earlier. But I guess I made myself look really dumb, didn't I? I guess you probably hate me now. I'm doing it. I'm doing it as I speak.
And it's so funny you don't want to stop. Well, I would just say maybe be careful with doing that in the future. You don't want to get addicted to doing it. It's addicting, man. It's like singing a song in a way. It's like
Great about this voice. It feels so freeing, like I've never felt this way before. The next call we have, it's just gonna be like that. It's gonna be like, this is the Cookies and Cream Podcast, episode 18. You're going down. I've got you now.
But 15 episodes from now, just pure brain rot, we've created our entirely own like incoherent anime where we just say quotes and
We're gonna get a Harvard Press is gonna have to publish a document like study with like scientific studies on our channel specifically and how we brain rotted ourselves. Yeah, this is just how they talk now.
I don't think I have brain rot.
We shouldn't really be using language like that. There might be around.
So if you're so smart, why aren't you an astronaut? How about that, Mr. Scientist?
That would be the death of us. I see you have a fully loaded AK-47, but did you even think that I would have something better?
No,
I see you're aiming that gun at me.
no, but this actually kind of bridges into one of my most debased takes that I've been thinking about for a long time, but I've finally solidified it. There's no such thing as cringe. Just think about it for a little bit. There's no such thing as being cringe. So,
What do you mean?
let's say you really like to do anime voice. Of course, most people wouldn't like that, and they wouldn't think you're that cool, or they'd make fun of you behind your back or to your face. But like, if it's something you like to do and you're not hurting anybody else, it's one of my most soy takes. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's pretty soy. But if you're doing something and you like it and you're not hurting other people, it's not cringe. You're just doing something you like. And if you're judging somebody else for doing something they like, you're the cringe one.
Fuck you.
Okay, my fault. My
Fucking
fault.
dork. Fucking loser.
You're right.
Okay,
I just thought that maybe if we just embrace people for what they like to do, then the world would be a happier place.
Yeah, that's it. That's the satirical version of it. That's how it would come into play. But yeah, no, that's fucking lame shit. Cringe will always be a thing. People will always be cringe. Okay, pickup artists. They're fucking losers.
Wait, they are directly, I would say that's actually more than cringe, but the reason that you could use cringe on them is because they are like directly harassing another party.
Yes.
How is me doing an anime voice harassing anybody though? That's not a comparable example. I said if you're not harming anybody.
Who said I said your example was lame?
Wait.
You said cringe isn't a thing.
No.
You said cringe isn't a thing.
You need to become more accustomed with my clickbait. Cringe is a thing.
Fuck. I think he's got me now.
One thing
he's closing in. He's closing in on me.
Mr. Al Dente, is that I narrowed my
he knows
statement.
My name.
No.
I didn't tell anybody my name since grade school. I
The,
must know him.
the position is that if you're doing something that isn't harming anybody else, it's not cringe. You're just having fun.
What if I'm in the public bathroom shitting on the floor?
Dude, you are quite obviously harming other people in that scenario.
No, I'm not. They can walk around it. It's their choice. Just
First
like
of
how
all,
I can choose to not see the cringe.
no, first of all, somebody's gonna have to clean that up. Second of all, even if you clean it up, you are offending other people's sense of smell so bad and literally putting a biohazard next to them.
Okay, what if I'm walking around a bar naked as fuck?
That's harassment. That's like sexual harassment.
What if I'm singing? What if I'm singing the Never Gonna Give You Up as loud as I possibly can in a bar?
I would say the only problem there is the loudness. That's it. If you're just singing it,
You don't think everybody else is gonna find me annoying as hell?
is it? Are you harming other people if you're just doing your own thing and they get annoyed by you doing it? It would really depend on like the circumstances, but I'd say for the most part, I'd say if you're like keep doing it over and over again and people tell you to stop and you just keep like interrupting conversations and taking up the room, yeah, that's pretty cringe. But if you're just singing "Never Gonna Give You Up" at your table by yourself, that's not cringe. That's just you're just listening to your favorite song.
You are really, really bent on this this take. This is a terrible take.
It's a W take. It's a W take.
No, it's the worst take I've ever heard.
If somebody is not
Cringe was made
hurting
for a
anybody
reason.
else, they could.
So you're saying so nothing can be based then?
That's not true. Based isn't the
What?
opposite of cringe.
Based is the opposite of cringe.
No, that's what. That's what they want you to think. The mainstream media.
You were the first person I ever caught using based and cringe. You're the one I learned it from. You're the godfather.
Yeah, I was on 4chan a lot as a kid, but
Oh my gosh! Now you're like I was a different man back
I was a
then.
different man back
But
then.
after I see you and the government and everything they've taken away from me and my friends, I won't let you get away with this.
If I could play the Naruto sad theme song while I did in monologue, I would so do it right now. But the real definition of based is not the opposite of cringe. The real definition of based is whatever you think it's based.
And just add it into the VOD.
Oh, okay, ready? You know, after a lot of thinking, I've determined there's no such thing as cringe. If you're not hurting anybody else, nobody should be able to make fun of you or ridicule you for something that you like to do. And based, they always used to say those are liars. They used to say that based is the opposite of cringe. No. Based is whatever you want it to be. Believe in the power of friendship.
And you'll put the Naruto music over it.
I guarantee you I won't, but yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna start saying. You know, I thought it was gonna be really funny.
What?
Whenever something, okay, say a tragedy just happened. Like, say you're my coworker and a tragedy just happened to you, and you come in the next day to try to talk to people about it.
Wait,
to,
the
try to
next day I came in?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Like you're coming into work to try to get some feedback, some support, right? So
Okay,
you're telling
okay.
people about the tragedy.
Yeah. Guys, I just watched a video of a guy set himself on fire last night. I'm just not feeling well. You know, there's some...
Okay, try a better one. Try a better one. I don't like that one.
Okay.
Something more that's happened to you. Something that happened to you. Like, I don't know.
Can it be like a family
got
member?
diagnosed with cancer or something like that.
Wait, I got diagnosed?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Hey guys, I'm just having a really rough day. I actually just got diagnosed with full-blown AIDS. I don't have
Yeah,
much-
well, AIDS medication doesn't grow on trees, so get back to work.
I'm literally autoimmune to I have it's going to be very hard for me to work. It's a kitchen and
Yeah, well, easy work doesn't grow on trees, so get back to work.
Literally, chefs and people in kitchens are most likely to die of infections and sicknesses. And now I have an autoimmune disorder, which makes me a prime candidate to die from that stuff. And you're telling me to go back to work.
Well, morality it doesn't grow on trees, so yeah, get back to work.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Grow on trees, nut doesn't grow on trees is pretty funny.
I'm gonna get so. I'm literally like, that's my fucking shit. Like, I'm going into work tomorrow with the biggest grin on my face. Like, the cheek is gonna go from my eye to my other eye, or ear to ear.
Also, too, it's
Um,
funny when you say money doesn't grow on trees because that's always funny because it literally does.
yeah, man, it definitely doesn't grow on trees. You know, you're really right on that one, actually.
I can't tell if you're doing the anime voice at this point.
I really tried to hold a straight face saying that, and then I fucking looked at your PSP.
What do you have against Ken, bro?
Why does he look like that in that photo? His chin looks like it's hanging like an extra like 10 inches in front of his face.
I think that's like when he's scared to fight the opponent. Like he thinks the other person's gonna beat him.
Well, good combat doesn't grow on trees, does it, Ken?
Well, good doesn't good on good.
Did you see the video of Cam Newton getting jumped?
Yeah, I actually did see Cam Newton getting jumped, and he like
Let,
had like one
let's
guy in
close
each
with
one of
that.
his arms.
We're gonna close with Cam Newton getting jumped. Okay. Apparently there was 7 guys.
No
And
shot. That's crazy.
did you see the video?
I saw the video. I just saw 2 guys.
Oh, apparently it was 7.
Damn.
Like there's more videos, I guess, like all these sources. The one I saw that looked like 5 guys. Apparently there was 7 guys in total jumping him.
Mhm.
And his fuck ass fedora, somehow they couldn't even knock his hat off.
I know.
You know, his trademark, his Cam Newton hat.
And he has big dreads, so like it doesn't have a secure foundation.
Yeah. But literally I guess the dude just kind of tanked them. Like Cam Newton is a big ass guy.
He's literally 6'5", maybe like 220. And
He's
let's
a
be
yeah,
honest, probably still all muscle.
he's a big ass dude. So they didn't even get him on the ground. It was insane to watch. Like he's holding one guy by the dreads, he's got another guy under his arm, and he's like fighting the one guy with his free fist. It's an insane video. And the fact that he's not even like combat trained, or we probably don't know.
I don't think
But
he's combat trained.
he's just NFL trained. He's just a unit. Like he's just built different.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. He's 111 kilograms, which is yeah, he's like 250 pounds almost.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to get to the 220 mark, but I've been fucking stuck at 200 for like about a year now.
Yeah, once you hit maintenance weight and you have to like once you have to actually go out of your way to buy a lot of food and eat a lot of food, that's where it starts to get not fun.
But it sucked because last year there was a period where I was 210 and then I fucking lost it.
Yeah, just living normal life. It just if you don't. But the thing is though, it will always be hard. I'm assuming for you to even if you make it to 220 to maintain 220. Like you'll probably always have to like eat way too much, way more than
Forged
comfortable.
myself out.
Yeah,
Man, that fucking blows.
yeah. But what you're 6'2"?
I haven't got measured. My ID says I'm 6'3". I got that at the DMV.
I didn't realize that's how you were. Maybe I am 6 foot.
I would say so. Because what'd you say? You're 5'11"?
No, my ID says I'm 5'8".
What?
I know. I must have got measured when I was like a little kid.
No, because I have an old measure. I have an
can-
old one. My old ID says I'm 5'9".
Yeah, exactly. I just haven't been and like when I went to the DMV the last time I was like obviously kind of insecure about it. So like I was like wanting to get like measured but like they didn't have the time.
Damn. That's fucking lame.
She knows. So you know what? After this, I actually have a tape measure in the house. I'm gonna get measured.
Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. I remember remember my friend Chris?
Yeah.
He was always the tallest one. And then like when he went to Miami, he came back, I was just taller than him, and nobody like. It was such a weird thing.
That's like when you get taller than your older brother. That's how I feel about my younger brothers. Like one of my younger brothers taller than me. I'm like, damn, when?
Well, that's what happened to my brother.
Yeah, he's around my height, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's crazy.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's it. I think that's it.
I would closing out with Cam Newton.
Cam, New